Hi, Brian. Good morning.
Good morning, Shelley.
So you are a Kamloops boy, but you just recently moved to Toronto. Tell us about that.
Well, I moved to Toronto because of the opportunity for asexual activism and all of that among a bigger city and around more asexuals. Kamloops didn't really offer those opportunities, so I felt that in Toronto I would have a better chance of making an impact.
What does it mean to be asexual?
So asexuality, by definition, is not experiencing sexual attraction to other people, regardless of their gender. So what that means for me is I can be walking down the street and see someone who other people would find conventionally attractive, and I just don't experience any sexual or physical feelings from seeing them.
How common is it to be asexual?
The best indicator we have right now is that asexuals make up about 1% of the population. This actually came from a study conducted in London. It had a sample size of about 30,000 people, so it's pretty accurate. But of course, not a lot of people know about asexuality, so it's hard to get that exact number.
Mm-hmm. How did you find out about it? How did you know that you were asexual?
I've always kind of known in a similar way to any other sexual minority. I just never had a word for it. I knew that I wasn't sexually interested in people, but I didn't know asexuality existed as a concept. I actually found out about it when a friend accidentally came out to me as asexual. I Googled it, and I thought, hey, this actually makes a lot of sense. There's somewhere I actually belong.
Wow. And what did that feel like? How old were you at that point?
I was 16 at the time, so it was quite late, although that's not uncommon for the asexual community. It was really the first time I've ever felt like I fit in anywhere, which was quite powerful. And we hear stories like this from asexuals all over. Just the feeling of there's other people that are like me, and I'm not broken.
You've really started quite a movement. I know you have been a student here in Kamloops for your entire upbringing and just recently moved to the University of Toronto. What has been the response to the Asexual Awareness Week and the work that you're doing?
The biggest issue asexuals face is really just not knowing asexuality exists and other people not knowing that asexuality exists. And from that comes a lot of invisibility and erasure. So by spreading this awareness, we really are making quite an impact. And things have been growing over the past few years significantly.
Did you ever feel sort of discriminated against in high school?
I wasn't explicitly discriminated against because of my asexuality, of course, because I didn't know about it and because other people didn't really know about it either. I was, however, the victim of a lot of homophobic bullying, which is what a lot of asexuals find, given that, oh, you're a guy and you don't like girls, therefore you must be gay. So a lot of asexuals face a lot of the same issues that others in the queer community face. We are generally considered to be part of the queer community now, or the LGBT community. There is some debate as to whether asexuals want to be associated with them, but we do certainly face a lot of the same struggles as they do. And we certainly could use them as an ally, given that we face many of the same struggles, of course. So in general, I would say yes, we are part of the LGBT community.
And you mentioned that there is a bit of some resistance from some people who aren't sure if they want to be sort of grouped in that way. What are their concerns?
Well, there's nothing explicitly in religious documents that's against asexuality as in the same way that it would be against homosexuality, for example. So there are some negative associations among religious people, for example. So there's a few issues that some asexuals have had in the past that we're growing to become more accepting of joining the LGBT community.
Mm-hmm. Now, you've been brought up in a Catholic home, a Catholic school, a Catholic church here in Kamloops. What was the response to you coming out as being asexual?
Well, Catholicism doesn't have an official statement on asexuality, and it's not officially part of the doctrine, so nobody really knows where I fall as to whether it's okay for me to be asexual or not. I personally don't mind that confusion just because I'm not receiving outright hatred from religious groups, which is kind of nice. It's been interesting. Nobody really knows if it's okay or not.
Well, you've certainly come out as a leader, especially in the last year or so, and now that you're in Toronto, you've really taken the world by storm. Tell us about some of the events that are coming up for Asexual Awareness Week and what people here in Kamloops could know about it.
So Asexual Awareness Week is really big among colleges and university groups.
Ryan, if people want to find out more about this and learn more about it, where can they go?
The main asexual website is asexuality.org, which is an excellent resource. Along with that, asexualawarenessweek.org has a lot of great material that you can find there.
Thank you so much for talking to us.
You're very welcome.
Okay, bye-bye.